The Patriot Roundtable After Hours.
Yeah, the After Hours episode. This is Libs of TikTok.
Yeah.
And we're gonna review some of these videos for you guys.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
The doctor guesses whether it's a boy or
but
girl.
Sometimes
Ralph.
the doctor is wrong. The doctor makes an incorrect guess.
Doctor's wrong.
When the doctor makes a correct guess, that's when a person is called
Yes, it has a
cisgender.
penis, but it's a girl.
When a doctor's guess is wrong,
Mind you,
that's
this
when
is
they are
this is a
transgender.
teacher talking to first
So,
grade kids,
I'm a
right?
man, but when I was a baby, the doctors told my parents I was a girl. And
So he had a
my
vagina
parents
when he
gave
was
me a
born?
name
Yeah.
that girls typically have,
He does look
some
like a dude.
clothes that girls typically wear,
All day he took testosterone.
and
She
still-
took
and
testosterone.
something-
She's a
something cool
biological
about me,
woman.
Miss Hammond?
Ralph, that one's got a mustache.
All right,
and
so
it-
something
Well,
that's
because when they
cool
take
and unique
testosterone,
about
they grow
who I am
facial
is
hair.
that I am transgender.
He's got a beard and a vagina.
So we touched a little bit about a doctor's guess is wrong. That's when they are transgender. So
Do you think this
I'm
guy
a
had
man,
some screwed up
but
parents?
when I was a
Yeah.
baby,
Or teachers
the
that
doctors
kinda-
told my parents
Oh no,
I
he
was a
probably
girl.
he grew up
And
watching
so
Hollywood
my
and the
parents
mainstream
gave me that
media.
girls
so.
typically
Gender
have,
dysphoria
and
is
clothes that
real.
girls typically wear.
People have suffered
and
with that for a long
Yeah,
time.
especially when you
Something
watch
cool about
leftist
me,
news
Sam?
platforms.
Yeah.
That you get gender
Now we have the
dysphoria.
technology to
something
actually
that's
chop your
really
wiener
cool
off,
and
or
unique
Yeah.
about who I am is
put a
that I am
prosthetic
transgender.
wiener on you, and
So we touched
Well,
a
it's
little
never.
bit
It's not a
about that.
prosthetic wiener. It's just a
Speaking of
mutilated
which,
vagina
what
that
that
they
can
stick part of your
inside,
leg in
I'm
it.
gonna
it's
give
just
you
a rubber
my
dildo
explanation
Yeah.
about what it
sewn
means.
to you.
No,
And yes, I do know what's in it. In itself is just another way to stigmatize the LGBTQ plus community. Kids as young as 3 and 4 are actually aware of their gender identity, even if they don't have the language for it.
this is a
So
teacher,
very aware of who they like and who they don't like.
elementary teacher.
Heterosexuality is pushed on our kids on a daily basis
He's
at
in
a
a
very
classroom.
young age.
Yeah.
Media, through books. The first Disney movie that you saw. To say that pre-K through 3rd grade are not ready for such topics is actually internalized homophobia and transphobia.
What?
They're very much ready
So
for
if you
these
don't wanna
topics and
sexualize
are way
kids,
more
then you're
accepting than
transphobic.
adults
Yeah.
when it comes to
This thing looks like that squirrel from
Talk
the
about
movie
gender,
Ice
gender
Age, doesn't
assumptions,
it?
Pronouns, all
Yeah.
Wow.
And she thinks that if you don't
What
teach
the
kids
fuck?
sexual stuff, then it's transphobic.
Dude, imagine she shows up, or he, or whatever this thing is, shows up to a parent-teacher conference,
Yeah.
looking like that.
All right, so-
parents should be alarmed.
Yeah, okay, so this person's dressed like a girl, but I think it's a dude.
I really can't tell, dude. I think it's just a
I think-
hermaphrodite.
I think they need to do a study in this hair dye to
Hair
see if
dye?
it gives you brain damage.
Yeah, it probably does, dude.
Yeah. I wouldn't want my kid going to school when the teacher has green hair.
Me neither.
That's a find another school type thing for me.
Yeah.
It's because starting today, my school is allowing people to go indoors without wearing masks
Oh.
or any sort of facial protection. And that fucking terrifies me, and it should terrify you.
I'm scared of people that don't have
Because
masks on.
pandemic-
People that-
Tucker did
I'm
a thing the other
terrified.
day. Well, it was about a week ago, at least. And he was doing the statistics of trans people in America.
Mhm.
It's only 0.5%.
It's probably less than that.
Huh.
And then gay people, 3%.
3% of the population is gay?
Yeah.
That seems high to me.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, that's the ones that at least admit to it. Now, it could be as high as 5%.
Now, if
No.
yeah, they wouldn't have a voice
this
at all
one.
if the institution.
This chick
oh
cut her
my
tits off.
God.
No, they
That's
cut their
disgusting.
tits off.
Top surgery.
All these
What
chicks
makes
cut their
life
tits
so
off?
beautiful is the diversity in its
That's
people.
sick.
That's
And those
disgusting.
who are post-op top surgery are no
God.
different. Top surgery isn't
at
limited
that.
to
Wait,
one
wait.
gender,
She cut her titties
one
off, but she
expression.
still wears
They
a
all
dress.
cut
What's
their
the
tits
point?
off.
It is not limited to one
I'm a real
ethnicity,
boy now.
one culture, one race.
They still don't have a willy.
It's not limited.
All these,
So
to
you have
one
scar
shape or
tissue.
all
size.
these dudes or chicks.
Those who are post-op
Are retarded.
have just as much
Dude, we-
variety.
Wait, why is it okay? Why isn't that nudity for females, biological females?
Not
to show
anymore,
their-
they're dudes.
Scars, some have
No,
curves,
they're not.
some have
Those are
none.
biological females.
Dude, they
Some
cut
of
their
us
Yeah,
are
tits.
look,
feminine,
this-
some of us are masculine,
They cut their
some of us
tits
are
off, and
androgynous.
they're gonna regret.
think they're
that.
men.
Only one thing that we all truly share.
I think
is
they
freedom.
regret this later in life, and then they kill themselves.
Of course, yeah.
Well,
That's
they-
why half
they can
trans
always get
people always
breast
kill.
implants, I guess,
I don't
right?
know who
What's
needs
that?
to hear
Breast
this.
implants?
Yeah, but why do that when you had real ones? God
Yeah.
gave you real ones, and then
Yeah.
you cut them off, and you regret it, and either kill yourself or get silicone implants.
Dude,
Dude.
these all, for the most part, they all look like adults, but the lefties want little kids under 18 to be able to do this.
Yeah.
They think that's okay. So they realize they made a mistake later in life, and then they.
That's why literally
themselves.
half trans people commit suicide. Out of every 2 trans people, 1 kills themselves.
Yeah. It's I noticed about some of these videos with these people that they, the ones that dye their hair, You know, that's like throwing up a red flag. Okay, stay away from that person.
Yeah.
Because there's
You know what I've noticed about people like this? They're fucking weird.
They're weird.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 buttons, usually 7, and they will so misgender me.
The buttons
And
say
they'd be
he,
like,
him.
Just call me young woman. One of them just calls me girl.
She's clearly a girl,
And they just
but her
act
buttons
like
say he,
no
him.
one is seeing these, even though no one else in the store has any buttons on their shirt. I literally don't know what to do at this point. Management hasn't acknowledged it, so I'm just gonna keep adding. But I'm like,
Put a dildo on your
I
shirt.
snapped
Yeah.
on
They'll figure
like
it
one of
out.
my coworkers.
Wear a
they were like,
dildo on
"She,"
your
I was like,
forehead.
"He, I have 7 buttons."
Dildo
He
in
was
your
like,
mouth.
huh?
No,
What are you talking about?
This is terrible.
What? So for back.
We're in this together. Cis women, please.
Does he
blind
drink
react
soy?
to this. Don't worry.
What's gender
He
That
drinks
guy's
it.
Uh-oh, he's
had-
breastfeeding.
Oh, man.
That guy had
He's
breastfeeding.
breastfeeding.
Baby River, and
boy.
we try to use they and them pronouns for River, like saying this is their carrier. They like to sleep in it. We like to give
Take the
River
child
clothes
away
that are
from that
all
weirdo.
around
Child
the
abuse.
Rainbow, and we try to give them lots of different toys. And we do this to try to give River all the options.
One of these
available to
toys
them
is
and try to
shaped
make
like
sure
a
that they
wiener.
don't feel like they're stuck in a box from an age before they can even talk. Right now, River's favorite toys are their own hands. So, as a 3-parent family of like LGBTQ people,
Yeah.
we know there's a particular.
So did they
pain with
adopt? Were they
growing
able to
up
adopt this
feeling
kid?
Wait, 3-parent family?
I don't know.
So it's 3 weirdos that live in a threesome, and they're allowed
It's
to
this
adopt.
guy and his other guy boyfriend. They is that a real kid or is that a doll?
It's a real kitty.
Yeah,
You can
they
hear
had
him. You can
moved
see him
and the
moving.
arms moved.
How
It
screwed
kinda
up is
looks
that
like a
kid
doll.
gonna be?
He's probably gonna be just like them.
This is abuse, dude.
Yep.
There's no way.
You know, whatever happened to
around it.
good American family, good American dads teaching their kids how to shoot and use chainsaws. Now he's buying them boy and girl toys. So
Information, they're ready to learn about it, whether you think they are or not. And the research says that there is no age too young to talk about pretty much anything. If
Oh.
they
Oh,
know
really?
about it, too young.
There's
What are they doing?
what was I just saying? And it's a black dude looting in plain sight. It's a celebration every day for some in San Francisco under the rain of Boudin
Pull your
and
pants up when you steal that stuff.
Pull your pants up when you're stealing shit, Tyrone.
Self-respect.
Tyrone, you don't want to trip on the way out and spill all the stolen items.
Huh.
And that is, as a preschool teacher, a drag king, and as a
drag
member
king.
of the
Of course.
LGBTQ community.
Of course.
How do I feel about the new legislations
Fire this bitch immediately.
for, like, the Don't Say Gay bill?
It doesn't say
or
gay.
the reporting
bill.
of transgender kids. And while I don't see things like that too much in preschool, my opinion on it is that I don't care what the government tells me to do.
Oh.
I am going to do what I think is best
Oh.
for the health and safety. And that includes mental health and
Oh.
safety and emotional health and safety of my kids.
Okay.
I will never let any child
I'm gonna
come
teach
through
my kids how to
classroom.
masturbate.
I'm gonna
for
talk
their
to my
mental
first
health.
graders about anal
Yeah.
sex. That's their mental health.
So
Yeah. I don't care what the law says. I'm gonna read dirty books to little kids.
Yeah, that dude looks a little too happy
Back
that
up to that and say, well,
I
maybe
look
we
gay.
shouldn't be doing this.
And
Fifth-
how
fifth
it
grade
came
people.
up was one of the students. Oh, it's like, you know, my mom thinks that you're gay because of your voice. And I'm like, maybe, maybe not. So
He's a
so they
teacher,
were
too.
asking me if I was.
Yeah,
Because
fifth
I
grade
kind of
teacher.
alluded that I was. So I kind of let them wonder and ponder on it. And I have like, you know, like the LGBT promotional, like, this is a
promote
safe
it
community
to
kind
my
of
fifth
stuff.
graders.
The rainbow stuff all up in my room. And I told them, I'm like, if you look around the room, that should give you an answer to your question. So I did officially tell them. They, of course, went berserk. So instead of teaching social studies today,
We taught
they
gay
just asked me a
stuff.
whole bunch of questions about being gay. So
Oh
I think it
my
was pretty
god.
I
That's
ended
exactly
up
why we need
telling
Fire this guy.
anti-grooming bills. Hey,
students-
Mr. Teacher, what does it mean to be gay? You want to see, kid?
Look at my shorts. and
No.
show you, little boy.
That's why we need anti-grooming bills and cameras in the classroom.
Listen, me liking little boys is just a gender again.
Dude, if I... No.
As an elementary school teacher,
Oh my god,
elementary.
why are they all teachers?
this new bill has really been weighing on me a lot.
The one that doesn't say gay?
I teach first grade, which means my classroom
course you do.
is one of the ones that will be directly affected.
She's gonna cry.
For those of you who haven't been in the classroom a while, one of the things that teachers always do at back to school night and meet the teacher and things like that is they like send home this cute little like meet the teacher thing where it has like a little bio about us, some of our
Do you have any
favorite
idea how many kids she's already fucked up?
so that you
A
know
lot,
who
dude.
we are.
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Little kids that
How do I do
little
that?
kids that first grade, dude. They believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
And this teacher's probably telling them they're trans and that kind of stuff, and they probably believe it. And the thing about these people is they don't tell your parents.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's not good. Don't tell your
I
parents.
mean, yeah.
Keep
You know,
it a
they
secret,
can't do
kid.
2 plus 2 or
Right.
how to spell it.
No wonder our school system sucks so bad.
But they
Teachers
know all
don't
the
do it.
pronouns.
Yeah.
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 Did you know that anti-vaccination beliefs are inherently racist
Oh.
and ableist? So there are going to be a whole slew of people here on social media saying, "Oh, but he wasn't that healthy. Let me see his blood panels." This bullshit ideology that's being propagated by all these anti-vax healthcare workers
Trump supporters.
is a vestige of Nazi Germany.
Oh.
Okay, so the ableism piece comes in here in
Nazis.
the anti-vaccination
Weird how they
movement
think,
when
ain't it?
people just say, "Oh, everyone should just start eating healthier and exercising."
Oh, that's Nazi.
Not
huh?
everybody has accessibility to those things. Okay, so
Really?
racist and white,
Especially
We-
black people.
we live in
They don't-
America.
They don't have jobs. Right?
I
Doesn't-
mean, doing a push-up and stuff
I know.
is, you know, it takes so much effort.
Not
to,
everyone can do that, dude.
You know,
So apparently people
Whoa.
in the comments are confused on my gender
Green
and
hair again.
pronouns.
I'm
So
confused
here's
on your
another
species,
video,
not your gender.
for the people who are respectfully asking. So I'm gender fluid, and if you don't know
Oh
what that
my
means,
fucking
it's
God, with the
basically where
gender
you can
fluid
identify
bullshit.
as a boy sometimes, a girl other times, and sometimes you can identify as both. Most days I identify as a guy and prefer he, him pronouns. And for the people always asking, what were you born as? The answer is still gender fluid. You don't just
Oh.
change genders. However, all through my childhood, I did identify as a boy.
These idiots have
boy.
had it so
It
good
wasn't
their whole
until I hit
lives.
puberty
They
that
don't have anything legitimate to complain
They
about.
don't-
They gotta make
yeah.
up stuff.
then make it up.
Make it. Just
Yeah.
make it up.
This is the only thing they got that worries them in their whole
Yeah.
life.
This
Yeah.
this keeps her up.
What
at night.
gender I am today.
Right.
She identifies as a boy and a girl.
Yep, and gender fluid.
Imagine how they have to deal with a real crisis in their
Wait, so
No,
so
they
what do you
can't,
think?
dude.
What do you
Must
think?
just lose
Oh
it.
no,
Can't.
yeah,
Everything's a microaggression.
everything
Yeah.
is a microaggression.
Yeah.
Workers at a fucking soup kitchen.
What's she talking about?
I'm going to assume that you support them defacing Terry Fox's statue and
They didn't.
pissing on a fucking war memorial.
They did.
I'm going to assume you don't
This is a
respect
triggered Canadian
single
lefty.
fucking person who isn't perfectly fit
Isn't
into
that
your
what BLM
stupid
did?
little cis het patriarchal white supremacist bullshit.
I don't understand
I'm
their
going
language.
to assume
really,
that
do
you
I
don't
don't know.
care whether
They got their own
disabled people
language.
live or die. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't think you care if anybody who isn't you lives or dies, because people are going to die because of this.
It's funny how they only care about war monuments.
We are facing. I'm not in Ottawa.
If it's
but
not
Canada,
BLM burning
like
down.
it's fucking cold. People are going to freeze. If you support the truckers in Ottawa in any capacity, I'm going to
support the
assume that you are a fucking Nazi.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, these people, they just gotta hate everything.
You're a
right?
fucking
they,
Nazi.
They seem like they would be happy on an island somewhere.
By themselves.
Yeah.
Where they can
Stranded
all,
with no food.
where they can all have a gender fluid orgy and drugs.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, and then they would, you know, cut off from the outside world, and then they would be totally happy.
No, they'd be miserable.
They'd
They'll
still
always
be
be
miserable.
They're
miserable.
always gonna be miserable.
Yeah, they will never not be miserable.
Which is
That's a
embarrassing
dude.
for them because I am assigned female at birth. Yes, I did assign that myself, but I don't see how that's relevant.
What? He's got a
I'm
guy's
biological
voice,
female,
dude.
and
That's
me
a
saying
dude,
makes a
but
lot of
he's
people very
coming up with new woke shit.
which is
Yeah,
embarrassing
why
for
does
them
it go back to
I
the
assigned
same?
myself a biological
because I am a
female at
biological
birth.
female, and me saying that makes a lot.
So I just finished 6.25-mile run. Why do some people look so cute when they run? I mean, I've got my...
Move, bitch! Get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
So I just finished 6.25
Listen to this dude. Listen to this
It's a black dude.
Why do
Yeah.
some people look so cute
Listen
when
to
they run? I
Tyrone.
mean, I've got my...
Move, bitch! Get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
It's Black History Month.
She's doing it for Black History Month.
Move, bitch. Get out my fucking way. It's Black History Month. Yeah, I'm Tyrone. How dare you?
Sacred systems and something we need to stop doing as a community. Both functional multiplicity
I just cut
and
my
final
tits off
fusion
yesterday.
are acceptable forms of healing for people who are systems. Saying that people who are against final fusion for themselves is ableist and wrong.
If this guy wanted to be a
vice
girl,
versa
why would he
for
still leave his
functional
mustache?
multiplicity. Shaming people for
So I recently told my parents that I may be a little bit romantically interested in women.
Oh my
and that was a big shock for them considering the past 10 years of coming out.
All right, so hold on. This is clearly a guy.
Hey, then queer, then non-binary.
Wait,
then-
hold on. This is a guy.
Yep.
Dressed up like a chick.
Yep.
Wanting to be a chick, and he's interested in chicks.
Yeah.
This is the thing with the Leah Thomas. This was one of the problems with that Leah Thomas wanting to swim with the female college swimmers.
Yep.
He had a thing for chicks and dudes. So he would get aroused. He would get to shower in the locker room with the girls and get hard on.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy, dude?
Yeah. Made the girls uncomfortable.
Hey, but he says he's home. It's just like the inmates, the prison inmates that identified as women, and then they went into female prisons and impregnated like 27 female inmates.
Did they do
So-
that?
Yeah.
No, they volunteered just to have sex with a guy.
Because of the 5th grade teacher who lined those students up, from whitest to darkest, made them turn around, and the white ones needed to apologize to the black ones. Now, do not tell me that did not happen.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay, in this district. You need to put an end to this.
So she had kids in her class. Her daughter. What she's saying is, in class, this is what her daughter tells her. This is like grade school stuff.
Uh-huh.
The teacher lined them up in accordance to their color.
Uh-huh.
Black kids here, middle tone people here, white kids here, and then made all the lighter kids go up to the darker kids and apologize for
What
being.
the-
I go by they them pronouns. Why can't you just be Gucci?
Is that Ketanji Brown?
Why does it always have to be
It's
some
our new
shit?
Supreme
I go
Court
by
justice,
he, him, she,
yeah.
her, they them, whatever the fuck. I ain't gonna call you that. Why can't you just chill?
I can't take that one.
Naya Okami.
Pronouns that I
Dude.
use are they, them, she, her, and clown, clownzel.
Clown,
For a
clownzo.
mixture of those,
At least she knows.
but I do know that
This is
some
why her
people
nose
have
is
a really hard
painted
time
blue.
mixing different
Because
pronouns
she
together.
identifies as a
and
clown.
if
And
that
she has
is
like
something
glitter
you struggle
on her
with,
forehead or something.
I would prefer.
Everything I say about gender is influenced by my whiteness, which is obvious, but there's an interesting second part to this. The rejections of gender and gender roles that I create and embody will still come from my whiteness,
is fucking
those
weird.
acceptable to my constructions of self as a white person. I will likely uphold and encourage white beauty standards and see and more immediately accept other white rejections of gender. Essentially,
What the fuck is all this
These
bullshit?
people will never normalize this behavior. You know what I mean? Like they will never be like considered normal.
Yeah, well, because they all end up
and
committing suicide.
trustworthy.
Yeah.
If you don't like us, you're racist.
Of course, they're oppressed, dude. This
They're-
is just reparations.
Yeah. Oh.
They all
man.
need clothes and shoes for reparations.
It's literally a free for all. They know
They're
it.
just bread lines like AOC.
They
would
know
do.
it.
Don't fucking treat.
Die.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
I think it's time to face it. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are not going to be the ones to help us.
You're just not figuring this out.
Wasn't the Republicans either, so what now? What do we do?
Go back to Jesus, dude. Go back to Jesus and stop being a fagoat.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, I tell you what. Just look in your shorts, see what gender you are, and go on
And
with
you're
the rest
good.
of your life.
There you go. We just saved you a bunch of confusion.
No problem, dude.
For those that don't know, I do anti-racism work professionally. I'm a facilitator and a consultant. In my day job, I offer political education and move resources to the larger social justice movement.
She's a race
And in
baiter,
my
Ralph.
side hustles, I offer political
hustle.
education and guidance to organizations and other organizing
So
bodies. to
essentially,
help them
America's a
unlearn
place
white
for
supremacy
losers
culture.
who wouldn't make it anywhere in life, anywhere else.
When I
to
first
think
started doing
that
this
they're
work, my work was
important
very
and do
much
activism,
geared
so
towards
racial,
white
whatever.
folks and helping white folks understand racism and just trying to change their minds. And that was fruitless.
Trying to
I was not
convince them
enjoying
they're
myself,
racist.
so I shifted my political education to center black folks specifically and other people of color. what I expect from white folks, what white folks anti-racism work truly is the redistribution of wealth in this country.
Oh, give your money.
If you are
Give
not
me your money, white people, if you don't want to be racist.
Black and brown folks right now,
Pretty much.
you are not anti-racist.
If you're not giving your money to black and brown folks.
Yeah.
If you're not giving your hard-earned labor dollars to lazy assholes who want to sit on their ass and watch, I don't know, Netflix.
Then you're racist.
And smoke weed and do drugs, then you're a racist.
So I'm applying for
What
a
the
job.
hell? Is that a vampire?
Time for me
It's
to
a bat.
pick one of the four genders.
Nosferatu.
Female, I do not wish
Nosferatu.
to disclose. Male or X, non-binary, Canada only. If only I was Canadian.
Please, go ahead.
Freak.
Be Canadian.
Yeah, move to Canada. They need you idiots.
Demisexual.
What's
the
that
hell is
mean?
that? I don't know, dude.
And there's another one, but I forget how to pronounce it.
What is all this garbage?
Gynasexual.
It's hard
What?
to keep up with all the stuff
He
they're
doesn't
making
know
up.
his own genders. He has too many
It's hard
genders.
to
He
make-
lost
it's hard to
track.
keep up with all the stuff you got to make up.
Right.
He lost track of what genders he is. Is that a dude?
As my profile says, I'm transgender.
Of course.
And I also identify as non-binary, and I'm gynosexual.
Gynosexual.
I'm going
What
through
the
a divorce
fuck are all
right
these
now,
new
and I will
genders?
be free
dude?
very soon.
Can you
But
just invent a gender?
at the
Like
moment,
You can.
I
That's
do
acceptable.
nothing with nobody. My sexual preferences are feminine women,
Big dildos.
or those who identify as non-binary AFAB.
little kids.
Little
I
tiny
do prefer ultra feminine as far as my attraction, because me too.
Ugh.
I feel like the catch of the day. Whoosh. When I'm in my tail, I feel like it's a part of me, and I'm.
It's a
a
new
mermaid.
gender.
They
Some people
identify
say,
as
"Oh, that's weird,"
mermaids.
but
Mermen.
Being
I'm
a
a
merman, when you're
merman.
trying to get into your tail, sometimes you squish yourself in certain areas you shouldn't squish. So being a part of the
Like my
merfolk
nuts.
community is very empowering to me. Society.
Oh, I've seen this. This is a black guy in an elevator with them.
What are you guys doing?
It's not
They're
working.
hitting him, saying Black Lives Matter. Listen.
Get out. Get out. I'm not touching you. Oh, did you just hit me? Did you just hit me?
That's why I pull out the spit mace.
Is it because he's not wearing a mask?
Yo, this is great. Wow.
No, like, don't. So hold on, let me play this again. So don't talk, because you got to hear what they say. They're mad at him for not wearing a mask. He's in an elevator, and these ladies are telling him to get out the elevator, and they're starting to hit him and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, "Did you just hit me?" And as they're hitting him, they're yelling "Black Lives Matter" at him.
Are they?
Yeah, watch. Hold on, let me start this over. This is hilarious.
Oh, maybe they're worried about his life.
Well, of
mattering.
course I lost it, so I don't know where that.
No, it's right there.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, watch.
What you guys doing? Get out. What you guys doing? What's wrong with you?
Don't touch me.
Don't you have
Do not touch me.
Get out.
Do not touch me.
Get out. I'm not touching you. Oh, did you just hit me? Did you just hit me?
You just hit me.
You just hit me? You too?
Black Lives Matter.
Yo, this is great. Wow.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Yo, stop.
Hey, they're worried about his life mattering, dude, so they're beating the shit out of him with phones.
Get out. I was
Yes, you are.
Get out.
That's awesome.
They're just doing it for his health, bro.
Trees our identity.
Just like the Chinese are beating the shit out of their people for their health.
Here's the dad.
What is that gender?
The gay dad.
So, short answer is we are not assigning them a gender socially, but we will be assigning them one legally. So you actually can assign an X for their birth certificate here.
They are
but
gonna
we
fuck
will
this
be
kid's
choosing
brain up
them
so
out
bad,
based on what
dude.
they are assigned at birth.
Probably
And
gonna
that is
turn out to
because
be a
we want
serial
to be able
killer.
to navigate legal institutions with relative ease.
Is that the new Supreme Court justice?
Ketanji Brown.
Yeah.
So we got a brand new gate after the last attempted break-in, and we got a call this morning from our alarm company, and as you can tell already,
Pregnant.
Shamgar Connors.
Hey, you can
from
see the
staff.
scars where
Yeah.
Let's see. So,
Oh my god.
I
dude.
find
I identify as a tattoo.
women, men,
Dogs.
trans people.
She has
Yeah.
the vagina hat. You know that?
Is that a vagina hat?
attractive.
Yeah.
She's got a vagina face.
I am a big old queer. Big old queer.
You're a big old fucking pig.
Sometimes I call myself gay. Sometimes I call myself queer. Sometimes I call myself.
What does this thing do for work, you think?
It doesn't.
Takes
Your
welfare?
tax dollars pay for it.
Exactly.
Works in a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, Portland.
I'm playing make believe with the kids that I work with, and the youngest,
Oh
the
my
2-year-old, wants me to be the dad, and she would like to be the mom. I
And don't
asked her,
tell your
"Hey,
parents."
Is it all right if I be the non-binary parent? She gave it a moment, thought, and said, "Yeah." Then the 5 and the 7-year-old asked, "Well, what do we call you if you're a non-binary parent? We have mom for
He
mom.
looks like a serial
and we
killer.
have dad for
He
dad.
looks like a serial
but
rapist.
what would we call you as a non-binary parent?" I told them the word that I created was POMO, the mix of pops and mom that I call my parents. They loved it. They even came up with some ideas of their own, like MOPA and PO. Gender fluidity is not confusing for children. They understand the beauty of the diversity and the vast identities that we all hold. The issue is with the ignorance of adults that refuse to listen.
And we will always refuse.
Adults that refuse to groom kids.
Yeah.
Well, you know, kids also.
You see, the beauty about being
Yeah,
gender
kids believe in
non-binary-
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Little kids at that age will believe anything you tell them.
Yeah.
All right, I can't do anymore, dude. I hate these
God.
people.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't think you're so smart that you just figured it all out, dude. You
Yeah.
didn't.
And you're a weirdo. You like grooming kids and showing them what gender you are today.
Yeah. This guy will wind up in a prison cell.
He should.
For raping kids.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Something not right there.
And then some Tyrones are gonna bend him over after dropping the soap.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
he
gonna cut
doesn't
this.
even need to drop the soap.
Dude, how many people with AIDS are teaching
Yeah, he'll do it
kids?
voluntarily, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right.